Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good news. I had some very good news from a coaching client of mine. 8 years in the making. Literally, this doctor has been working through the RSCGP's exams for a long time. Long time. Like, past AKT, past OSCE, when you could still do those two, and then got stuck on KFP. Got caught in the new rules. Didn't, lost AKT, passed it again, couldn't pass KFP, almost ready to give up. He reached out, or I put out an offer. I was like, hey, you need some help? And we worked together for 10 weeks. 10 weeks back in January, February, March of this year. Just sat his exams in July. Called me today. I already knew that he passed the AKT. Called me today and said, hey, Tom, guess what? Passed the KFP. So good. So good. I was so happy. For those of you who have struggled with KFP or know that it is a difficult exam, you will recognize the joy and the happiness. And I was just like, oh, wow, amazing. What's interesting to me is that we did not work on the medicine that much. Not really. What we were working on was getting more hours in and retaining knowledge. What are the skill sets to get up early, study? I had him meditate, study, exercise, go to work, come back, getting more and more hours in, as well as some of the thinking required for how to think through this. But we worked together 10 weeks and then okay, good luck. Continue these habits up until the exams. And what happened? The habits continued and the exams got passed. What's really interesting to me is that the skill sets that we covered are applicable ongoing. As a doctor, you're going to need these skill sets to maintain your ability to cope with the difficulties that we have in the workplace right now. It is no easy job to show up and be a general practitioner at this point, or in fact, any doctor. It's pretty intense. People are struggling financially, emotionally. There's a whole lot of carryover from COVID. Work for them isn't working. Backlogs, system failures. Coming to the doctors looking for answers because the church sucks. They haven't got anything. Maybe they do, but probably not for the vast majority of us, at least here in Australia. It's like, yep. Went to church, didn't fix my problems. Went to the doctor. Pills, they're part of it, for sure. For the right diagnosis and the right patient, definitely part of it. But in addition to that, it's the habits, the daily habits that make a difference. And it made a difference for this doctor. He was experienced. He's been a doctor for a long time. The medicine was not the problem. The habits were. And that's where we focused. It's like, okay, let's get this done. How can we get you doing more work? Tracking, actually looking at what was getting done. I'm like, hey, it's not enough. You want to pass these exams, you've got to do more work than this. And we've got a set deadline. And as we've discussed previously, doctors are really prone to perfectionistic traits, which leads to procrastination, not doing the work, and then it gets worse and worse. The anxiety goes through the roof, can't perform. But I was like, you know what? When you get to the week before the exam, I want you to be able to look back at all of the tracked work that you have done, that you are confident that you have done all of this work. This is in addition to the daily habits, study, meditate, exercise, but also tracking. Tracking. Why? So in that last week, as the doubt comes in, it's like, have I done enough? Let's have a look at the data. Hour after hour after hour after hour of work. He could have done all that work and not tracked it, and the uncertainty would creep in. But with it tracked, looking back, that's right, 6 months ago, I did 26 hours. 5 months ago, we did 48 hours. 3 months ago, 102 hours, whatever the numbers were. But being able to look back and know that the work was done was critical for the confidence to go into these exams. So this has been a massive day. So happy for this doctor. 8 years to pass the KFP. I'm like, whoa, oh my God. So mind-blowing, the difficulty of that and the persistence to keep trying, keep going again. And because it wasn't just the exams, you see, what opens up for this doctor on the other side of this is the ability to move locations and choose his own practice and do locums if he wanted to. So much more opens up on the other side of these exams. So well done. So proud of you. Well done for passing these exams. I hope you guys all passed. And know that the skill sets that get you to pass are the same skill sets that are going to be required to maintain your abilities to continue to function and serve your patients over the months and years that come working as a doctor. If you are interested in this, if you're like, you know what, I could learn some new habits, and maybe it's the habits that make the big difference, not the sprint at the end, but rather the habits that go every day, meditate, exercise, study, meditate, exercise, study, it's boring. But if you don't know how to make it interesting and make it a game, then you're going to struggle. If this is something you're interested in, if there's a desire that you want to reach, a target that you want to hit, whether that is KFP, whether that is something else that you're struggling with as a doctor, reach out to me at drtom@graduatemedicine.com. That's all I got for you today. A super awesome day. So pumped for this doctor. Very proud, very happy. I hope you also get great results in your exams. And celebrate very well if you have passed. That's all I got for you. Look forward to seeing you next time.